Waking up super early, grinding all day every day, having the best morning routine that involves an hour of cardio, 2 hours of yoga and stretching, 90 minutes of reading, an hour meditation, a 17-minute cold shower, followed by a 3-hour workout. Now I'm ready to start the day. You know what the worst thing is about this is actually getting up at 3:55 to turn off the 4 a.m. alarm so I can film it. Anyway, day one. Let's go. Now I'm already quite familiar with waking up early and going to sleep at a reasonable time. But I've always thought 4 a.m. was a little extreme. So over the last 30 days, this is exactly what I did. But why would anyone want to wake up so early? Here's someone a tad more qualified than me to explain.
Let's say you're the most ultra motivated guy in the world. When that alarm clock goes off, there's at least 50% of the time where you just, that soft little pillow is just caressing your head and you want to stay there. And it takes discipline to go, nope, I'm going to get up out of this bed and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. And that discipline that you have at that moment, you win that fight. That's a big victory. And then that pattern will carry out throughout the day, because once you're up, well, now that I'm up, I might as well go work out because I'm already up and I feel good that I got up out of bed and I won that battle. Let me go win another battle. I'm gonna go get it done. And then when you show up at the office and there's someone that's got a big box of donuts that they're giving away for free, by the way. So they're just sitting there. It's almost like an insult not to take them. But when you've already gotten up early, you had the discipline there, you already worked out, you had the discipline there, and now you see the box of donuts, you're like, no, I'm not gonna eat the donuts. No donuts.
Hold up. Donuts are good for the soul. We never say no. But I do agree with everything that Jocko is saying, 100%. I personally think that self-discipline is definitely the biggest thing holding most people back in life from getting everything they want. Everything comes back to self-discipline, and hopefully that is the best thing I get out of this challenge, but we will see. So over the next 30 days, started chipping away, 4 a.m. every day. The days were looking good, challenge was going well. Even on Christmas, we're still up at 4, hit a little Christmas leg session. Currently 5:30, Christmas morning. Merry Christmas, legends, even though it's already been Christmas by the time you see this, but I'm gonna go get a session. Still up at 4 on Christmas, sticking to the challenge, getting it done. Let's do it. Now, I'm not saying if you don't wake up early, you can't be disciplined and you can't be super successful, because that's just not true. And like, for example, Jeff Bezos, however you pronounce it, apparently doesn't start his day or his work day till 10 to 11 a.m. and he is the wealthiest man in the world. So if that doesn't prove it, then I don't know what will. I'm all about personal preference and finding what works for you. So just keep that in mind. Other than creating more self-discipline, I found over the last 30 days this helped immensely with productivity and focus. For me, the early hours in the day have always been when I'm most creative, have the most energy, and seem to get my best work done. I think part of this is biological and due to my sleep chronotype. I highly recommend looking that up if you haven't before. Although getting up earlier obviously means you get tired early in the day and have to go to sleep earlier, we still have the same time in the day, and working when I focus best and have no distractions meant I got a lot more done than I usually would. It also just feels really good and you feel accomplished by cranking out some solid work before everyone else is even awake. Well, nearly everyone. I did notice that on some of the days I would take a big energy crash in the early arvo around 3 to 5 p.m. but at that point you've been going strong for 11 to 13 hours, so it's to be expected. One of the downfalls was I definitely struggled to get my usual 8 hours sleep, and sometimes even 7.5, for the pure fact that I would have to be asleep by 8 to get a full 8 hours in, and right now it's summer and it's still light outside at 7 to 8 at night. The only other downfall I encountered over the last 30 days was playing indoor and then obviously having to get up at 4 AM, as most of our games are either Friday night or Saturday night and they don't start until 7 to 9 PM, which meant by the time I got home, had a shower, had dinner and got settled, it was late as hell. So other than those two downfalls, I personally didn't see any real negatives to this crazy 4 AM wake up routine. I've been documenting, as you've seen, and I've also been writing down. This helped me a lot actually in my little notepad over here, the last 30 days of just on a day-to-day basis, how I'm feeling, energy-wise, mood, productivity, and focus. That way I could look back and get a real kind of assessment of how the last 30 days went. And to my surprise, I'm impressed. If you give this a try and if you want this to work, this is my #1 tip for getting up early. This is better than anything. This is the only way I can do it, right? So most people, including myself, this is what I used to do. I sleep there, I'd have my phone charger here. But you see, the problem with that is, let's have a nice sleep. As soon as it goes off, boom, turn it off, straight back to sleep. It's not gonna work. So, what you need to do is you have to put it somewhere far enough away that it forces you to get up and get out of bed and actually turn it off. So what I do is just chuck it here in the bathroom, put my phone on charge, leave it there. That way, when the alarm goes off at 4 in the morning, I have to drag my ass out of bed and go in there and turn it off. And by the time you've done that, you've turned it off, well, you're up now. And it's a lot easier to stay up than it is if you can reach your phone. So if you can reach your phone, you have to move your charger. That's all. Although I didn't get a full 8 hours sleep every single night, it didn't really seem to impact me at all. My energy, focus, and productivity throughout the day was a lot higher than normal. I actually really enjoyed this challenge, and it did open my eyes to not getting so fixated in one routine or one certain habit, because even though things may be going well for you at the time, there's always room for slight improvement. Now, like I said at the start of the video, of course, there is never one certain way, one routine, one thing you have to do to be successful, reach your fitness goals, reach any of your goals you want to hit. It all comes down to personal preference and finding what works best for you. But don't be afraid to tinker with your current habits like I did over the last 30 days and see if you can make them better. So the best part of this challenge for me was hands down the self-discipline and just getting up every single day at 4 AM, especially on those days where you wake up and all you want to do is jump back into your comfy bed. Just get another hour of sleep. Don't do it. Just get up, get into your routine. Before you know it, you'll be absolutely focused, dialed in, and you'll be smashing the day. I'm really enjoying documenting these little challenges for you, and keep an eye out. We have more coming. If you give this challenge a try yourself, I would highly recommend it, especially if you've never tried getting up super early before. See how you go. If not, all good. It is a bit hectic. Anyway, let me know. I will see you in the next one.